Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be showing you how to sew this flower pouch. Let's sew. For the outer part of my pouch, I'll be making use of this fabric. So I'll be cutting a 12-inch circle from it. So all I do is just fold the fabric into two. Then I'll fold it again. On the folded part, I'll be placing my tape roll. Since it's a 12-inch circle, I'll be cutting 6 inches. So I'll place my tape roll on the tip where the folded part is, and I'll just mark 6 inches around. So I'll just leave the tape roll on the folded part and keep moving. And continue marking my 6 inches. Then I'll just cut it out. And when you open it up, you get a 12-inch circle. So I'll repeat for my lining piece. So I've already done that. So I have my outer fabric 12 inches and the lining 12 inches as well. My fabric pieces are ready. So I have a big circle, 12-inch circle for the outer part and a 12-inch for the lining. I also have a smaller circle measuring 8 inches and a lining piece that is 8 inches. So working on my inner fabric, which is 8 inches wide, I'll be attaching like almost a 2.5-inch circle on the wrong side. So I'll be placing it on the center. I'll pin, then I'll just sew very close to the edge around the small circle. So after sewing my felt to the middle of my inner piece, I'll be placing the lining right side facing to the inner piece, and I'll pin all around. So after pinning, I'll be sewing around the circle, then I'll leave a small gap to turn the fabric to the outside. I've pressed my fabric pieces together. So next I'll just do a top stitch round. Then this will also close up my gap. So I've sewn around my inner fabric piece. This is the wrong side, the right side. So I did a row of top stitch very close to the edge of the circle. Next, I'll be working on my outer fabric piece and the lining. So I'll be sewing them together, right side facing, leaving a gap, then turn it to the right side afterwards, just like I did with the inner part. So before sewing my two big circles together, I'll be sewing a buttonhole about 1.25 inches from the top. So I'll mark that. So I'll be sewing a buttonhole here. So this will be the part for my drawstring, like so. then 1 inch away from that. So I'll be sewing my buttonhole in between those two. So I finished sewing my buttonhole, so I'll just make a slit in the middle. So that's done. So I'll place the two fabric right sides together, pin, then sew around it, then leave a space for turning to the outside. So after ironing, I'll do a top stitch round very close to the edge. Next, I'll be placing my fabric wrong sides together. But first, I need to find the center because I need to make the pockets for the pouch. So I'll fold this into two. Make a crease, fold it again, and fold again. So I hope you can see this. So it has made some lines on the fabric. So I'll be placing it in the center of the big circle. So to start with, I'll be sewing on the lines I made from my creases. So I'm just drawing from the edge of the inner circle all the way out. I'll be sewing on these lines, and this will form the pockets for the pouch. So I finished sewing the pockets, so this is what it looks like. So next I'll be sewing the channel for my drawstring. So I'll be sewing about 3/4 of an inch from the edge, 3/4 of an inch round. Then I'll be sewing about 1 3/4 of an inch very close to the top of the inner piece. So I'm not sewing this down, I'm just sewing above it. I'm sewing around the circle. This is what it looks like. So you can see my two lines. And this is what it looks on the outside. Next, I'll be taking my ribbon, then I'll thread it through the outside of the fabric, and I'll just pass it through this buttonhole. And that's it, the flower pouch is done. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you again next time. Bye, assalamu alaikum.